Repair here, Mr. Telleni's roof again. We had the original one done over there. The other one was done here. So we have another damaged shingle. Really close to the eave, probably as close as we can get, where I can, still do the repair without being off the roof. As you can see, here's the damaged shingle, all the surrounding areas. So I get my shadow out the way. As you can see, everything that's going on. 72 degrees, pretty warm today. It's been pretty warm here pretty nicely. And you can see here, just to review, the result of this repair, a fail. And the result of this repair was also a fail. I mean, the condition of the roof is pretty self-explanatory with the amount of granular loss that we have here. It's beat to all high. And then on top of that, you can even see over here, there was repairs on this side. You can see what happens to these repairs. Same exact thing that's been happening to the other ones. You can see crease, crease, crease right here, right up here at the end of the repair. Look at that. You can see the crease that's going on here. This is at the top of the repair. Like I said, the exact same patterns that we're seeing with these repairs that we have over here, we're seeing already with the front slope, left slope. We're gonna see it on the back slope. We're already seeing it on the right slope with the two videos. We're about to see if the same result lies here. Get you set up here. Again, we're close to the edge here. Standard tools again, hammer, pry bar just for taking the nails out, roof snake for nailing them in. You don't want to take it out with this one because of how thick it is. That's why you want to use the thinner version. So, like I said, I'm right at the edge of the roof, literally right at the edge of the roof. Should go a little lower here. Yeah, I gotta be careful. But can't see exactly where the edge of the seam is. Like I saw with that one there, the reveals were a little bit lower. With this one, I can't really see it. I could take a guess, but what I'll do is I'll unseal the left shingle first to see if that's where the seam is. If not, I'll keep going left until I find it. So palm down first, fingers up always. I'll go in, take that sealant out, check underneath. Nope, there's no seam here, so I'll keep going. Good. Oh, here's the seam. So I found the seam right here. This is where the edge of the shingle is, just for myself so I know what's going on. Take my chalk here. Mark this one and this one. Go. So these two are already unsealed. Gotta unseal this one. Good to go. Right side. Good to go. Top section. Again, my fingertips are up. Never down on the same shingle that I'm working on. Just going in and cut the sealing out. Roof's doing very, very well. Even though we got sun here, the temperatures have been nice, so the repair, it's perfect time for repair. Now everything's unsealed. I'm gonna go in with my thumb first, fingertips down. Never on the same shingle that I'm working on, always on the top one. So we're already running into issues here where the nails are kind of driven down deeper. Again, multi-layer 3-tab, this is what can happen where the roofs are contracting and expanding. So what you have to do here is you gotta go in, just give it a couple little love taps so I can get underneath the nail. You're gonna see the shingle slowly start to rise. Boom. Now I'll go in with the blunt side of my pry bar, and I'll push that down. I'll do this one-handed so you can see. That's hook. That's how high you lift that shingle. And that's the nail. So now that you saw everything that's going on, I'm just gonna make sure we're still recording here. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of do the repair, save some time. I appreciate you guys reviewing the video. I don't want to make it too long. Again, if I need to, I'll do those little love taps. If I don't, then we're good. Gotta be careful here. I am, like I said, I'm at the edge of the roof. So again, same procedure here. It's slowly getting it up. Again, I'm just love tapping it because of the way that they're embedded into the shingle. I can't get them out. Being 2 layers, it kind of went down and dug deep. The only way to get that out is for me to do those little love taps and try to get the edge of my pry bar to just scoop right underneath that lip, because it's going downwards into the shingle. So once it goes downwards, facing down towards the slope, and I'm going up against it, I'm just going right above the nail head. I'm not getting any edge. So that's what me doing little love taps is doing. I'm getting the edge of that nail, because that nail is holding this shingle in place. So I gotta get that nail out of there. So again, if I could avoid doing that, I will, but I'm working on what the roof kind of gives me. On these older shingles, you know, you're gonna run into these issues a lot, but we work through them. We work through them if we can. Go. And another one. Again, I'm just gonna go in some small little love taps. You can see the top shingles, they don't get lifted up when I do that, which is great. I can then go in one-handed again and scoop that nail out. I can go in here and get that nail clear. Another one here. Just being very careful. And like I said, best tool for the job right here. I'm far away from the shingle that I'm working on. You can see it slowly protruding up. I'll go in and pop it out. Best tool for the job. You can do everything one-handed. Okay, bottom row, it's got the nails out. We'll go top row now. You can see the height that I'm lifting this shingle here. It's not high at all. It's just high enough where I can come in and scoop that nail out without really having too much issue. As you can see, I'm gonna hold it there. You're gonna see real quick what I'm talking about with this nail. Boom. That's how high I need to lift that shingle. As you can see, it's the exact same height that I was holding it. So I'm holding the shingle at the same height that I'm gonna be pulling the nail out at. It's consistent throughout the entire repair. So I'm never lifting it too high. I'm lifting it exactly right there, how high I need to. Continuing on. Again, just letting the tool work for me right here. Being very careful. Just need some small love taps. That's it. That's it. I can go in and let the shingle work for me. Excuse me, let the nail and the tool work for me. Slow push down. Expose the nail head. And I'll go in and scoop it out. As I said, we got 2 nails here. There you have it. Boom. That's how high I need to lift that shingle up, because that's where that nail gets pulled out. Longer nails, again, not to be repetitive. I kind of already said that. We're good here. So as long as there's no nail here. So we're good here. As long as there's no nail in our way of holding the repair up, then we're good. We can go ahead and pull this shingle out, excuse me. Right here, this side nail is not in our way. This top one right here is. So I'll go from underneath and I'll just slowly pop it up to help me out. There we go. And again, this helps me that I don't have to lift the shingle too high. I'll go from underneath like this and just slowly pop it up. You can see that's how high the shingles are lifting. If you're saying they're not lifting high at all, you're right. They're not lifting high at all. They're not lifting high at all, literally. So there you have it. Got some pieces of debris here, the shingle. But you can see, there's the damaged shingle. Still maintain the same precautions, exactly the same way that I did up there. Again, I'm just lower on the roof now. Slide this back in here. And again, I'll go underneath the shingle to help me guide it up. And that keeps the top shingles at bay. It keeps them nice and low. Come forward, line it up. Now we'll go in with our roof snake. Now complete this repair. Boom. Again, larger nail just to make sure I'm recording. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yep, you can see longer nail. Longer nails what we got to use. Multi-layered roof like this, unfortunately. That's what's going to cause this shingle to go up a little bit higher than usual. It's not my fault. Again, it's a multi-layered roof and we're doing a repair on it, so we have to do this. Lining up the nail here. That real quick. Screw snakes, like I said, with the longer nails, makes it a little bit more difficult than usual to get in there. There we go. Once we do, we're good. That done. Roof snake's perfect for the tool, like I said. When you're putting them in here, just go in and nail them real easy. Makes them go in super, super simple. Done. Forward here. Nail in place. Set the nail, complete the nail. Go. Now we have the top row to do. And we'll be set. Thank you for your patience. Completing here now. Careful, grab at the edge. Okay. There we go. So we're done. Before we do anything, I'll bring you in, show you what's going on. Again, right at the edge of the roof. I almost just stepped back, you just saw there. As you can see, a couple little pieces here of transfer, from the repair. And then you have surrounding shingles. This is the OG damaged shingle, the original damaged shingle. And you have here damage to the left, straight forward here, 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 here. I'll back up so you guys can see. But you can see post-repair and the results are the same. Like I said, whether you give us extra allowance for more shingles here, we're gonna go up to the top over there. We're gonna get to the top here specifically. Sorry, let me complete showing you guys here. As you can see, Pretty self-explanatory. But here, like I said, failed here. We're gonna get to the top. Now we're ripping up this ridge cap. Now we're damaging this slope by ripping up this ridge cap, as well as this other slope right here with this valley. Now we're having to replace this. And then again, this just dominoes again to the same issue over there. Not to mention the extensive amount of wind damage that we have here. There's another shingle here. Again, we repair here. If we rip this ridge cap off, there's nothing telling us from what's going to happen here. Is we take this ridge cap off and it ends up ripping that side. Now this side's damaged as well from us doing the repair here. The only logical thing, honestly, to repair is to replace it. Replacing this entire slope with the valleys. Placing it here. Again, you go up to the top here. You replace these shingles all the way to the top of the ridge. Replace these. Now you damage this side. Now, so it's dominoing. And then, like I said, with the front, we're already seeing this substantial damage that's happening from this repair. You can see here, same exact MO. Same MO. You know, untouched shingle, perfect. This is a shingle right above where they did this repair right here. This repair clearly did not hold up. As you can see here, did not hold up. Multiple areas it's already causing damage. So repair is not possible here. It's not possible here. Rear slope, we already saw the issue with that. And then the right slope, we're already seeing issues with that. You know, replacing these shingles, coming straight up here where this original repair was. Coming straight up from the original repair. And we have to pull the ridge cap off, then we damage this side. So all around, this repair right here is a fail. Thank you for reviewing the video. Have a good one.